You've covered a lot of Clarissa Chum this year, Madison. Your thoughts on this event and Iowa season as a whole?
Have an opportunity to see a little bit of history. I didn't get an opportunity to actually witness the tournament in person. I was in Indianapolis while that was going on, but I was able to watch some of it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed covering women's wrestling. It's a brand new sport for me. I've kind of learned throughout this year, but I mean, you talk about a program that has really put the sport of women's wrestling on its back. Iowa has, and this has been a historic year for not only just women's wrestling, with this being the first NCAA sanctioned championship, but also Iowa women's wrestling. Not necessarily in the way that Iowa would have hoped, though, because they had their first loss in regular season in national duels earlier this year. And by first loss, I mean first loss like ever.
Ever as a program.
Ever as a program. And then you also saw them not have the ability to three-peat a national title for that first ever NCAA championship. And I think the thing that made it almost like the bitter pill to swallow was that it was separated essentially by one match, and that was Reese Larramendi and former Hawkeye Bella Meir at 145. Bella Meir getting the pin in the first period. The pin was that extra bonus point that just gave McKendree the window. Bella Meir is from North Central, so it didn't necessarily affect North Central's standing, but it gave McKendree that window when you looked at how many finalists Iowa had versus how many finalist McKendree had. And so that's one of those things where it's just it hurt a little bit for Iowa that was an opportunity, especially considering Larramendi was undefeated all season long until that matchup, and had actually beaten Bella Meir twice earlier in the year as well. So it was a really fun year to cover it. I had a really great time. You would have liked to have seen Iowa just go the whole way and get that national championship on the home stage essentially, but I mean, this sport is growing, and the other schools have very quickly caught up and made it fun.
Yeah.